Hey everyone, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
HS Live, Tony Merrill.
Sean Cook.
Welcome. We're happy to have everybody here again this week. Man, we've been doing this every week, literally since
Turkey.
Well, we started, I think February, consistently doing it. We did a couple times.
It really has been fun. We've met a lot of people on here. We've heard a lot of good stories. We've seen a lot of good animals.
Yeah, some cool pictures, some funny pictures.
Yeah,
a lot of turkeys have gone down. A lot of
some competition. Yeah,
definitely
we've been having a good time. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as we have.
Over the summer, we had a couple of fun little contests going on.
Yeah.
First we had the Grow 'em and Show 'em, which was trail camera pictures. People showing the deer that they're getting on camera.
And that was very cool preseason to do. I hope we do that again next year because that was cool. Like people, because that's almost one of the biggest things about hunting. One of the most exciting things about hunting is not even hunting, getting out there and seeing what you have on your property.
Isn't it crazy how hunting has evolved over the years where now, like you said, some people almost have more fun with it just watching the deer and seeing trail camera pictures throughout the year. Yeah. Not necessarily pulling the trigger on something, but kind of keeping inventory.
That's almost the story of my dad now. Because he loves, and I know he likes to put us on deer, and he loves, because it's his property, he owns it, and I know we've had it for 10 years now. Right when we got it, we were freaking out about bucks with literally 1-inch tines, and we were like, oh my gosh, gotta kill that buck, look at this thing. And now after having the property for 10 years and managing it, we're really starting to see like the growth and the young deer with good genetics. So
and you're still
it definitely pays off.
You're able to hunt with your family pretty much every year.
Yes,
too, still, right?
yes. So
that's a big part of it.
We like having guests up. I love having some friends over and hunting, but we definitely we're careful about hey, don't shoot this, that deer's too young, or yeah, you're good to shoot that. So
I actually came and hunted some turkeys with you over there.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
And we got close, real close.
Had one talking to us, and we could see him 50 yards away, but he
was behind us. He could not see the decoys.
Yeah. We were so close we heard him spitting.
Yeah, he was spitting and drumming like crazy. That's what tipped us off that he was there in the first place. And we had to sit down real quick, set the decoys up, but we were on a bit of an elevation where he couldn't quite see over that hill. Couldn't
see the decoys. Yeah.
If you'd have seen those,
he knew we were there, and he was talking, gobbling like crazy, right back at us, and couldn't come in. But
he just didn't have that solidification that there was actually a turkey over there because he couldn't see the deal. But
man, what a great hunt!
It was fun.
Hear him fly down. That was a great time. So yeah, I love the property. I'm actually going to be heading over tomorrow morning, and pretty much spending a whole week over there. So I'm going to be getting a lot of hunting in. Got my fingers crossed. I've targeted a couple deer. My brother got a good buck last week. Congratulations to him, Brandon.
Yeah, attaboy, Brandon.
And,
good work.
Yeah, little brother's showing me up. So I got to get over there and reclaim my title.
Didn't you say he called you like 2 or 3 days ago just to rub it in again?
Yeah, he did. He did. Hey, man, did you see that deer? Yeah, I saw it, man. Good job. But no, it's a fun competition, and I have 2 brothers, and we love like getting out there and getting after it. The competition's almost the funnest part about it.
That's right,
for sure.
So we moved on from the Grow 'em and Show 'em into the hit list. Once the deer had their full racks grown, we wanted people to show us those deer that they actually have on their list, the ones that they want to harvest.
Like, hey, we've showed you what we have and all our cool trail cam photos. Now we're going to show you what we want to shoot this year. Yeah. So that was very cool. I enjoyed that.
The coolest part about that whole thing is there were a couple where once the season got here, we actually got to see the harvest picture of the deer that they had shown us that they wanted to kill in the hills.
See the trail cam picture next to the actual harvest picture. That's the coolest. That's the best when, especially when you have multiple years of watching that deer. I know one of our, Sean Keeney killed a buck last year that they had been watching, for 3-4 years.
That was a really good buck.
Yeah, and had one of him pretty much as like a little forkhorn. And the next year he's a little bit bigger. The next year a little bit bigger, and then they shot him. So congratulations to them, and that's awesome just being able to see that year-to-year growth, knowing you made the right decision, passing on them. Or
do you have any on your hit list for the next week?
I do.
The giant forkhorns in there.
There is one that has about a 15-inch club on one side that, he's just a trash deer, and we don't want that genetics in there. But those are sometimes the coolest for me because they're unique. They're not just like every other 8-point you see out there.
I swear, you have more deer with weird racks on your property than I've ever seen.
you should have seen it 10 years ago because that's all there was. And now we've kind of done a good job culling them out when we can. Sometimes it's, they just don't come out. Yeah. But every time we see one that's like, hey, that deer's old, mature, he's probably not going to do anything with his rack. We'll shoot him so he doesn't, reproduce.
What's the deer movement been like in Alabama where you've been at this year so far?
It has been slow, but that's normal for this time of year. So this week is pretty much when it starts, rut-wise.
Rut in Alabama is starting
very late. If you're watching, well, it looks like we have some comments, but if you're watching from one of those northern states where the rut picked up a month ago,
Merry Christmas, Stacy. She says Merry Christmas from Junction City, Oregon. Nathaniel Melton says, now just draw my name for the big hunt. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. We would love to have you in camp.
That will be coming up very soon at the ATA show. We'll be announcing that.
Yeah.
A lot of comments, man.
A lot of comments. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Tony gave me a call yesterday and said, hey, Sean, do you have a Santa Claus hat?
I thought somebody should be wearing a Santa hat during this just because it's, a couple days from now it's going to be Christmas Eve, but I thought I could count on him.
Tony's our festive employee here at Hunter Specialties.
I don't know about that, but I have a weird mind sometimes.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I personally don't have a Santa Claus hat that I wear around a lot.
Need to put I love it when people put the Santa hats on their deer mounts and stuff this time of year. I'm all about that kind of stuff.
And that's the thing, this is a time where we all get together with our families, the ones that are, lucky enough, to be able to do that. Yeah. And, my family, we spend our whole week at the camp, which works for me. It's great. I know
it does work for you.
Mom having 3 sons with no daughters, she's used to it. She's camp mom. She likes it, so she'll be there.
She probably feels a little weird because it's like, oh, the kids are home, but wait, they're all in the woods.
Yep.
They're not here anymore.
Well, Sarah, we come out of the woods, after our morning hunt, and she'll have breakfast ready and all that with a fire going. So, little mom stuff you don't, you don't appreciate enough.
I'll tell you what, though, Nathaniel brought up a good point about he wants to win the hunt giveaway.
Yeah.
That's coming right up. We're gonna draw the winner at the ATA show, and that's 3 or 4 weeks away.
And if you've tuned in any time in the last, 12 weeks, you've heard us talking about this, and this is a big one. I know we've had our little giveaways with our, which are great. Our Buy Strike package. This is great for you to get out in the field, keep you scent free. There's nothing worse than getting out in the field and getting blown at, and all your deer running out.
Yeah, every week during the Hunt Camp Report, really starting since the first part of September all the way through November, we were sending away BioStrike prize packs that really covered all 3 steps of the scent control system. It had step 1 for the clothing with the laundry detergent and the odor shield, a body wash, and of course finish it up with the field spray right here. So we were giving everybody every week an opportunity to fill out their full scent control system. So we weren't just doing that.
So you get your clothes, throw them in a scent safe bag so they don't get contaminated after that.
Yeah.
Wash yourself up with our our number 2 system, our body wash and soaps, and then spray down. And the spray is great. This is, if I was to pick one thing, you got to go with the spray, because even the stuff that you can't throw in the washer, like say you got your big hunting bag, you don't want to throw it in the washing machine. Spray it down, good to go. Cover it up.
And I've said this before, one of the things I like about our sprayers is it has a really wide spray nozzle, so it doesn't have like a really small stream and go.
It's not like some Windex just like squirt. It's like gets a whole cover.
When you do a spray, it's getting a good area. It gives you a lot of that coverage, so you don't have to sit there all day and go through every little spray. That's right.
Yeah.
But the big giveaway is
we got distracted there.
Every week that anybody shared the Hunt Camp Report post was an additional entry into that grand prize giveaway. What's the grand prize giveaway?
So that means that you can have multiple entries in there. The grand prize giveaway is a hunt next year at IMB Outfitters, and there's some big deer up here.
North Central Missouri, big buck country. They manage for big deer. They have farms all throughout the Midwest and those big buck states. This hunt giveaway is going to be at their Missouri property, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be first week of November.
Yeah, this is prime whitetail country.
It's a rut hunt. I mean, if you were to go and buy this hunt yourself, it would be not a cheap hunt.
Yeah.
But we are giving it for free.
And this is a archery hunt.
That's right.
Keep in
mind. Archery hunt.
Yep.
We're giving it for free to the winner. All that winner's got to do is they've got to show up, and then once they show up, everything's
taken care of.
We buy their tag, their hunting license, their lodging, their food, their hunt fee, everything.
Now, Tony, how many days will we be there?
5-day hunt.
Okay.
That's right. So you show up the day before. I believe you would show up on November 3rd, 5-day hunt, the 4th through the 8th, and then you take off on the 9th.
Okay.
So I mean that's a dream hunt. It's going to be prime
and
time.
one person out there will win it.
That's right.
We'll be announcing the winner at the ATA show here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, the ATA show is January 11th through 13th. We haven't decided which day we're going to announce it quite yet, but we'll be doing it via Facebook Live from the booth.
So stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned.
It's going to be good. I can hardly stand waiting for it. I want to know who we're going to be there with, Sean. I know who we're going to be hanging out with next year.
Heck yeah. Well, I've said this almost every week. Even if you win it and you're not an archery guy, like, hey, I've never even shot a bow in my life.
That's right.
Get you a bow.
You can have
practice for 365. Get out there.
Time to get
practice
ready.
Makes perfect.
The summertime, it's sort of as the anticipation of hunting season gets going. Shooting your bow is almost a way to, sort of feed that.
Relieve the stress. Get it out there, and everyone's getting out there shooting, practicing. Make sure your shot's on.
That's right.
Heck yeah.
So we're gonna have you set up with Centerway BioStrike the whole week, and it's going to be a good time.
I'm fired up about my week. I know I checked the weather, and it doesn't look great. I know there's definitely some rain in the forecast, but sometimes that can benefit you. I know if you hunt in some timber or, you got to walk down, a trail or something, and there's a bunch of leaves covered, you can be crunching,
oh yeah,
causing a storm in the woods. Sometimes when there's a little rain, dampens everything down. You can sneak in real quiet.
Get in real quiet.
Yeah, so that's, half glass full outlook at it.
I like it. I like the way you think, Sean.
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, Merry Christmas to everyone.
I know we're gonna have to go through and read all these comments and get back to you, but
yeah,
it looks like it's just everyone's excited about Christmas.
Well, we hope to be able to provide a great Christmas present to somebody just a few weeks late. So yeah, I should mention Carl Drake commented on here too. I was talking to him this morning a little bit. We were texting back and forth. So he was on a muzzleloader deer hunt in Iowa this week. And you think about hunting in December in Iowa during the late muzzleloader season, you think cold temperatures, deer hitting the food big time. Well, in the Midwest the last week or so, it's been really warm.
Yeah.
They've had temperatures in the 40s and 50s. I was talking to a guy that was in Kansas City the last couple of days. He said it was in the 50s there. So he said the deer movement just wasn't there. So Carl's actually, he headed home a little early, is going to go back to Iowa in January, and
when it's
should be a little bit better. I tell you what, I'm headed up to Iowa this evening, and over the next week, it's going to be freezing up there. Sean, you should stay down here.
Yeah, this Alabama boy will not do good up there. I might not make it.
It's good. I saw some days where the high is like 15 or 20, the low is like 5.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the types
and like
of
you said, like he gets there, he has this whole thing planned, and then it's hot. That's just one of the things you can't predetermine because
a cold snap like that though, that can really get those deer hitting the feet.
It takes time to plan these things. You get there, you're like, hey, this is the week I'm going. I can't help what the weather's gonna be like. And
fortunately, Carl was able to adjust his schedule to go back here in a couple weeks.
Heck yeah. Well, Carl, we're looking forward to seeing how you do.
Yeah.
And I know
no pressure at all.
No pressure at all. No, Carl knows the stuff, and he'll get it done up there.
I tell you what, Carl's a good deer hunter, but he's an even better turkey hunter.
Yeah.
He's going to be hanging out with us at the NWTF show in Nashville here in February. So
if
you guys are in the Nashville, Tennessee area,
come by and say hey.
At least within a few hours, you should make a trip and see us at the HS Strut booth.
Heck yeah.
So Merry Christmas to everyone. Sean, good luck in the next week. I hope you...
Thank you. Hopefully I have something to show for.
Hope you get some Christmas deer meat in the freezer.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas. Everyone who is traveling, safe travels to you. Get out there and get to your family safely and enjoy the holidays.
That's right. Till next time, we'll see you, everybody.
Yeah, see you guys.